We are live. Smurf, no, you can go and sit down over there, please. Good boy. Go sit with Daddy. Come sit with Daddy. Hair in my mouth. Nice. Whew.
Is it live, is it? What's that?
It is, yes.
What's that?
It should come up in your... Have you got notifications set to all notifications in Wealth of Witchcraft?
Whereabouts is that?
At the top.
Top web.
At the top. Go right to the top of the page. Under notifications, I think. All notes you want to tick the all thing, yeah?
Yeah,
All.
all posts.
Yeah. And refresh it. Ooh, yeah. I'm definitely live. Because I'm here. Try scrolling down. What's that? Go down. There we go. Click for more. So you can get the comments as they come up. Hi, Alexa. Hey, good to see you.
Just do a sound check
Sound check.
with the drum.
Oh, right, with the drum. So we've got a new drum today. So, just got to do a quick sound check and make sure it's not going to blast your speakers to pieces. Yeah? Is that okay?
Well,
Oh, of course, you got a lag. I always forget about the lag. Oh my God. Is that all right? Is it loud enough?
just do them together.
Okay. So just doing a drum test, everybody. What's that? That is just like my drum. Cool. It's a new one. It's Comfort Sound Remo drum. It's very cool. I'm just doing a test for anyone that's showing up. We haven't started yet. We're just doing a test. Okay. For anyone who's just joined us, we haven't started yet. We're just testing the drums. Because we haven't played these together yet, these two drums either. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Where are you off to? What are you doing?
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you were going off somewhere. Oh, right, okay. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Michelle! Yay! Hello. So we have just been... Oh, hang on, just check this. I didn't check my Facebook before. Let me just... Bear with me a second. It will be in the group. So I forgot to check my Facebook things beforehand. Okay, right, that's that done. Done and done. Okay, so tonight. Yay! Fantastic, Michelle. You're going to love this, I promise. So, tonight, we're mixing it up a bit. Haha. So, tonight, if you're actively participating, before I go on, make sure you've got your bits of paper with your desires written on them. Okay? You're going to need those. Also make sure you've got a candle to light the paper and and a heat-proof container to put the lighted paper in. And that's really all you need for this particular ritual. And if you have a wand, grab your wand as well. Okay? The rest of it is purely pomp and circumstance. Ian, do you want some for your anointing, darling? Ooh, okay. So yes, as I was saying, dark moon tonight, and we are going to invoke not just Hekate but Arianrhod as well, which I've been looking forward to all day. And in fact, for the past 3 days, I think, when I got this thing about, okay, so do them both. What do you mean do them both? Just do them both. Okay. So we're invoking Arianrhod because she is, in the Celtic tradition, she is a dark moon goddess. Oh. Because she ferries the fallen soldiers to Hekate Arianrhod via, now I always get this wrong, or boat. I think it's called or boat. I always get that wrong. So correct me if I've got it wrong again. That's her, that's what the wheel of the year. Actually, no, I've got it written down here, haven't I? No, I haven't written it down on there. But it's what the wheel, the silver wheel is also known as, her boat, where she ferries the dead soldiers to the other world. So she is, in fact, a psychopomp, like Hekate, like Odin, and other deities. Arianrhod is another one of the Celtic tradition. Okay, Arianrhod, just a little side note, Arianrhod is fantastic to work with. His energy is really, really scary. So yeah, look him up if you're into scary deities. So we're calling Arianrhod for the death and rebirth of the old into the new, because that's what we're doing at the moment with working on healing the old, stepping into the new stuff, yeah. And also lighting the way, because she does that as well. She lights the way. She weaves magic through space and time, yeah. Hi, Julie. And we're obviously invoking Hekate because it's a dark moon. But we're also invoking her, again, for lighting the way, because she is a torchbearer, and also for guidance when we need it as we're walking this brand new path, yeah? Because when you heal the old and step into the new, you're walking a brand new path. And for those of you who've done our advanced witchcraft course, that could be a pretty scary thing, yeah? Which is where you get the biggest change. When something is quite challenging for you to step into, that's when you're going to get the biggest results, yeah? Because that's when you're up against your fight or flight, yeah? And that's when you continue with that, with keep stepping into that, keep stepping into it, then you get the big results, yeah? It's amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the order of service. We're going to ground using the new drum and Ian's love drum. We're going to cast a circle with the shins. So if you're actively participating, I'll leave gaps so you can repeat the words. Yeah, écoutez et répétez. We're then going to, what are we going to do then? We're going to call the elementals. And I've got some really cool new words for calling the elementals. You're going to like it, I promise. Then we invoke Arianrhod and Hekate, and I've got some lovely words. I wrote these this morning when I got up, before I even had my coffee. Can you believe that? And after I've said, after I've invoked each one, I'm going to light the candles. So if you've got candles for your deities, then light the candles, yeah. We will then, I'll then have some more words, funny enough. And that's when we're going to do the offerings. So on the altar behind me, there, that's the main altar. So that's where most of the stuff is set up, because I couldn't get it on this little tiny thing, yeah. So on there, I've got food offerings, I've got drink, and I've got specific offerings for each deity as well, and also their correspondences. If you'd have seen the picture earlier, you would have seen those, yeah. Once we've said about the offerings, we're then going to do some more drumming. So if you've got a drum, use it, join in, yeah. Then we get into the little bit of magic work, yeah. So I'm just going to go over this quickly with you, but I'll talk you through it when we get to it. So for each of the pieces of paper with your desires written on, what we will do, before we take each one up, we will tap them 7 times, okay? We'll tap the top of the bits of paper 7 times, 7 being a magic number. And then with each one, we will focus on the intention written on that, and then we'll take the wand, we'll place it on the paper, and imagine a white streaming light coming from the wand into the paper, and you focus there. Now, if the light stays white, then you're good to go, and we burn it. So burn it with a candle, stick it in your cauldron or your heat-proof container. If it doesn't stay white, then my suggestion for today is to put it to one side, and then when we come, you can do this on a full moon as well if you want to. You can rewrite it or go back and maybe kind of rethink that particular desire. Because if the white doesn't stay light, it usually means it doesn't really ring true for you, yeah? Now, again, if you've been doing our advanced witchcraft course, you'll know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about soul's desires. Because sometimes we think we want things that we should have, or that are not actually in alignment to our soul, yeah? And its particular energy. So we'll go through each bit of paper and do that, yeah? Every bit of paper gets the white light treatment, and then, like I say, we burn it if the light stays white. Okay. So once you've got your ashes in your heat-proof container or your cauldron, what we'll then do is they need to cool overnight, and then tomorrow, at some point, you want to go and dispose of them in running water. So if you've got running water near you, that's great. If you really haven't, then you can put them down the toilet and flush, yeah? But that's kind of like, you know, a fallback. If you don't have any running water at all near you whatsoever, yeah? So there are also words we say after lighting each paper. But again, I will say that and you can repeat after me. At the end of lighting all of our bits of paper, we will do some more drumming. I think Ian's got some shakers there as well. And then we thank, devoke and close, and then and I will walk the circle shut as well today, because I want to. Sometimes I don't, but I will today. So if you're actively participating, then make sure you got all your bits and bobs in front of you, yeah? Is there anything else I want to say? I don't think there's anything else I need to say. Oh, I'm going to be using the sword to cast a circle today as well. Just because I can. Everyone okay in? Yeah. Okay. So, we shall begin with the drum. So as we're drumming, you might find your body starts to move, yeah? It might move in a circle, it might move backwards and forwards, just let it do its thing. And as we are drumming, I want you to imagine roots going down from the base of your spine, or your feet, down into the earth. Down, 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 deep down in the Mother Earth. Okay? Breathe. taking 3 deep breaths into the belly. So if you've had your eyes closed, just open your eyes. Oh, you were sitting there for me. Come on. No, stop it. So we're going to cast the circle. Stop it so you go outside. Never work with children and animals. Go to Daddy, go on. Go on. So we're going to cast circles. So we're going to start from the west and we're going to go with the shins. Anti-clockwise. You did. Or I'll get you with a sword. So if you're actively participating, then come to the west corner of your room. So you can follow me with the words. So we're going west, south, east, north. Okay? This circle I summon. I summon this circle. Peace, protection. Hang on. Come in. To bind to the womb of our spiritual birth through water and fire and air and earth. I summon the circle. The circle I summon. Power, peace and protection come in. To bind to the womb of our spiritual birth through water and fire and air and earth. I summon the circle. The circle I summon. Power, peace and protection come in. To bind to the womb of our spiritual birth through water and fire and air and earth. So you want to end back at west. So if you're not there, will you run round? Actually, I'm going to keep the hold of the sword. So we're going to come to the west corner again. So repeat after me. Awake, O gods of water. Cleanse my life of negative blocks. Drop your rain upon me for growth. Drawing that line round to the south. Awake, O gods of fire. Burn away the endings which hold me back. Shine your healing rays upon new desires. I'm looking, drawing that line around to the east. Awake, O gods of air. Blow away the old ideas. Bring in the new on your winds of change. Drawing that line around to the north. Awake, O gods of earth. Let your renewing magic bury old ways and open new paths of abundance before me. then drawing that line all the way back around to the west. And coming back to seated. I'm just going to put some more incense on. So if you haven't lit any incense, you can do that now. Okay, so we're going to invoke Arianrhod. So again, you can repeat after me. And when we finished invoking her, we'll light the candle. Arianrhod, you of the silver wheel, you who spin magic through space and time, come to me. Arianrhod, you goddess of the stars and sky, you who ferry karma and rebirth, come to me. Arianrhod, you whose wheel carries the fallen, you who sees into the depths of my soul, through the eyes of the white owl, come to me. Arianrhod, you who light the way clear for us, come to me. Take a couple of breaths. And we're going to invoke Hekate. Hekate, you, Titan, ancient, wise, all-mother, you who stand at the veil, come to me. Hekate, you who transport the dead to the underworld, you who know the ways of the bane herbs, come to me. Hekate, you of the threefold dark night, you, the great protector of witches, come to me. Hekate, torchbearer, keeper of the key to all knowledge. Come to me. Couple of breaths here. Arianrhod, Hekate, I call you to me, together, to bring in the energies of death and rebirth to obsolete ways, illumination of the forward path and guidance along the way. For your aid, we offer you food from our hearth, incense from our own hands, herbs from the earth, juice of the grapes, and the drum. Couple of breaths. No, you can't sit on my lap, darling. Sorry. So, now for the magic. So if you don't have a wand, you can use your index finger of your dominant hand, or you can use the benediction mudra. which is amazing for directing power. So you've got your thumb on your last two fingers, and then you've got your first two fingers, which you point with, yeah? So take your finger or your wand, and we're going to tap 7 times on your papers, yeah? Okay. So I'm going to take each paper in turn. Oops, just dropped one on the floor. That's not a good idea. So take your paper and your wand or your finger or your fingers. So we're touching the wand to the paper and imagining a white light coming from the end of the wand into the paper. Now, if that light stays white and strong, then that desire that you have written down is true. So don't forget to light your candle like I just did. I'm so excited. I forgot to light my little candle. So don't forget, if the light doesn't stay white, then what you can do is put that particular one just to one side for another time, okay? So it's going. Let it go. Like that. And you'll also know if it's true because it will burn completely in one go, yeah? Without fail, without question, all right? So we've got to do this for as many bits of paper that you've written, yeah? So we've got to do this every time. And the easiest way to do this is to slightly unfocus your eyes, yeah? And imagining that white light coming from the end of the wand. So if you're not even getting the white light, then I'd say that desire is not a true one for you. Okay, so what's... Okay, that's quite surprising. So I might need to reword that one, for example. Don't forget to breathe while you're imagining this white light coming out from your wand. So I'd say take probably 5 breaths here just to check in that the light stays white. And if it's true, burn it. If not, put it to one side. Oh, there we go. It's gone. Wow, that's very cool. Do this for everyone. So if you've only written one, then you're going to be waiting here for a little while. Okay? I did 9. I'm not even reading them really. I'm just only the ones that are saying not true. I'm reading those ones because obviously you've got to rework those. Funny dancing shapes on that one. That's interesting. Ooh, that one's gone up nicely. I don't know if you can see that. Wait. Okay. This is my last one. No. Okay, so I've got 3 there that I'll have to reword or re-look at for future magical works, but they have all gone. They've been reduced to ash. So I'm just going to put that little candle out. Only so I don't knock it over. Oh dear. So if you're still going, we'll hang on for you. So we're going to say some words as well. To the winds of the heavens and to the gods, I give these soul desires for manifestation. So we're just going to repeat that 2 more times. To the winds of the heavens and to the gods, I give these soul desires for manifestation. To the winds of the heavens and to the gods, I give these soul desires for manifestation. So we're just going to do a little bit more drumming. So if you're still doing yours, then carry on. If not, join in with the drum. doesn't work on this one. Never mind. Okay, okay. No, you're still not getting on my lap. Now stop it. So we're going to thank Arianrhod and Hekate for joining us. Then we shall devoke and close the circle. And like I say, I'm going to walk the circle closed, so you can join me in that if you want to. Okay. Goddess Arianrhod, we thank you for joining us in our circle on this dark moon eve. We thank you for your energy. Stay if you will. Go if you must. We bid you hail and farewell. Hekate, we thank you for joining us in our circle on this dark moon eve. We thank you for your energy and for your guidance. Stay if you will. Go if you must. We bid you hail and farewell. So I'm just going to mark the 4 quarters as we devoke the elementals. Starting west, west, north, east, south. Okay? O great gods of the west, we thank you for joining us in our circle and lending us your energy. Leave from us here, return to thy sphere, we bid you hail and farewell. Turn to face north. O great gods of the north, we thank you for joining us in our circle and lending us your energy. Leave from us here, return to thy sphere, we bid you hail and farewell. Turn to face east. Oh, great God of the east, we thank you for joining us in our circle. And lending us your energy. Leave from us here, return to thy sphere, we bid you hail and farewell. Turning to face south. O great gods of the south, we thank you for joining us in our circle and lending us your energy. Leave from us here, return to thy sphere, we bid you hail and farewell. We're just going to come round to the west. sorry, north. So we're going to go north, east, south, west, okay, with these words. Sword in the right hand. Earth will crumble my circle. Winds will tear at the clay. Fire will burn what's left in the urn, and water will wash it away. Earth will crumble my circle. Winds will tear at the clay. Fire will burn what's left in the urn, and water will wash it away. Last time. Earth will crumble my circle. Winds will tear at the clay. Fire will burn what's left in the urn, and water will wash it away. May the circle be open but unbroken. May the gods and the goddess be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. I can't do it on that one. You was better than that. You can get on that now, yes. Woohoo! Happy time. Oh, she knows. Cool. Oh, no, you're not licking me. No, you're not. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, fellow witches. I don't even know who we've got here because my comments don't scroll down when I've got like a few, and that's all I get. It doesn't scroll down. Don't know why. So any questions you might have, any feedback as to what was going on for you during the ritual? Oh, I've got really itchy nose. If there's anything you want to share, any of that stuff, because we're really nosy. We like to know, how this stuff works for you. What, on my lap or off my lap?
I loved it, Alexa. I loved it, and I liked the words for calling the elements.
They're really cool, aren't they? They're in a really cool book, actually. You can't see it from here, which is called Moon Magick by someone Conway. It's got some really cool bits and bobs in there for working with the moon. Yeah, really cool. I love those words. I just love words anyway, but they're really cool words. Oh, she knows. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to share or say or ask?
Michelle says that was amazing.
Ah, it was, wasn't it? I told you you'd like it. How did you find bringing in those two energies? That's what I want to know. How did you find that? Because I felt that quite... At one point, I nearly couldn't breathe. It was quite... But it didn't take... That subsided very quickly. So it was literally like, I don't know, 5-10 seconds maybe of feeling like that. But then it settled down. And there was a balance.
Audrey says, I really enjoyed it. It's up to the goddess now to manifest my soul's desire.
Yes and no. One thing I will say about manifesting your desire, you do have to take action. You have to take those steps. Yeah. So perfect time now for planning. Yeah. Sowing the seeds of your soul's desire. Yeah. So, and actually physically taking steps. So yes, set it and forget it to the universe, to the gods and the goddesses, yeah. But also in the background, you know, scurrying around like a squirrel doing those bits.
Alexa says I had chills just running over my entire body for a few, and again when we were saying how and farewell.
Oh wow, that's very cool. I think I've got continual chills doing that. It's quite mad, isn't it, how it affects the body, this work. I love it.
Michelle says I loved it. I'm still vibrating. Oh my god! I thought it was just me.
No.
Audrey,
It's...
I know.
Back of my head feels like it's gone.
Audrey, I know I was joking. I also need to work hard.
Not working hard, working smarter.
Well, just seeing the opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. Being open to the things that come up that might not actually necessarily be something that you'd think. Yeah. So it's having a very kind of open mind to those opportunities, which obviously if they're completely not aligned to where you want to be, then don't go there. But it could be a little thing that takes you down your path, yeah, or it could be a big thing.
Wendy, I think Wendy's just got here. Here you are.
Hi, Wendy.
I went to the announcement page.
The announcements page. Oh,
That's what she said.
I don't know. It should come up in your, you know, where the little bell sign is. It should come up in there when we go live. Although you didn't get that, did you? You had to go.
Announcements, yeah.
I don't know if it comes up in announcements.
We've thought it out.
Well, there's nothing.
We haven't done one for a while.
Well, to be honest, stop it. It should come up on just the normal page. On discussion. Yeah, it should come up. So if you click on anything, click on discussion, and it should come up there. Unless anyone's posted anything after we started the live, it should be the first thing that comes up. Yeah.
I couldn't catch my breath for about 30 seconds. That's Michelle and Wendy. I know I didn't. It didn't, so I thought I was an hour early.
No, you definitely weren't an hour early, Wendy.
It was because we're going to post it. So
yeah, it'll be up in the group. It's not one that's going away, and it'll also be up on YouTube, Pinterest. I'll also post it up in our courses as like extra bonus material. So it's there in one place, yeah.
Also,
so you can find it easily. Also be in. What does that mean? What does that mean?
The records.
Oh, the Akashic Records. Yeah, it's in the Akashic Records. Yeah, it's done already. Anyone else have anything, Ian? Come on, you're
sorry.
You're the compare. You should be watching.
Compare.
You
Now,
can't get staff, can you?
Now, Wendy Bailey should be saying, "Yep, Liz, I'm being compare." I've lost you. You're saying what? Yeah. Hold on.
Oh dear.
Right. Wendy, yep. That's where I found you.
Ah, cool. Cool.
That's Facebook talking to us.
Facebook's
and then
talking
Wendy,
to
I'll
us.
catch the part I missed later. Yep.
Cool. Facebook's talking to us. Normally they're trying to chuck me out and log me out. Not talking to me.
We got a new Facebook, haven't we?
Huh?
Got a new sexier Facebook. We have.
Have we?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm confused.
It says I love you and all that sort of thing.
Oh, does it? That's news to me.
Yeah, look. Don't forget your screen.
I'm not getting anything.
Yeah. Facebook.
There we go.
It's Facebook.
That's Facebook. Yes, okay, that's Facebook, is it? It's
Face
not you.
ache.
It's not you pretending to be Facebook.
Face ache. Face ache, bye-bye.
Face ache. Yeah, it does make you face ache
Face ache,
sometimes, doesn't
YouTube.
it, Facebook? Okay. So does anyone have anything else they'd like to share or ask or anything before I go into a bit of a spiel?
Oh, I thought it was
What did you feel in your psychic
I
antenna?
thought it was really intense.
Was very intense.
Mm.
Yeah.
In a good way, not in a
Yeah.
stressful way.
Yeah.
But where I was
No,
sweating.
definitely.
Biting my nails.
He was sweating and biting his nails in the corner.
Alexa, I was wondering why we would send it into running water instead of burying the ashes.
Well, I suppose if you wanted to bury it, you could bury it. I think the reason, because this would normally be done on a full moon, that's why they bring in the water. As it's a dark moon, yeah, you could bury it. You could even, if it's windy tomorrow, you could let it go on the breeze. But I quite like putting in the water and just letting it, because if we do it at the right time of day where we're thinking of doing it, it'll actually go out to the sea. Because we've got a little estuary that runs into the Thames, and then that obviously it's got to be the right time of day though. Otherwise it will go inland. We want it to go to the sea.
Tracy Gill.
Hello, Tracy.
Hi, Angie, and not being on the group for so long. Nice to hear you again. Hello to Little Smurf. Hello.
Little Smurf. Say hello to everybody, Smurf.
Sorry, I've missed half of this post. Just remembered about your invite. Kiss.
That's okay, because it'll be up in the group. So, dark moon stuff you can usually do like for a couple of 3 days after the dark moon anyway. So yeah, because it's kind of what we're kind of doing here is we're all kind of almost setting a new moon intention as well. Yeah, so you could definitely do it as a new moon thing.
There are no witch police.
No,
not that I'm
there
aware
are no
of.
witchy police.
What are you doing in that room, you witch? You're doing it
What are you
wrong.
doing over there? Hey, you, ruffian! Well, it's a bit Hyacinth bouquet, wasn't it?
Yeah. You're doing it. You lit that incense wrong.
Yeah, so there are no rules. But yeah, you can definitely do this. You can do it tonight. You can do it over the next 3 days. If you wanted to, if you've got some that didn't ring true, you could actually go through them. If I was going to, I'd go through and maybe rewrite these or look at them and see what I could change about them. And then, you know, over the next couple of days, try them again. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to wait for the next dark moon. But that's just because we're busy tomorrow. So, but yeah, you could certainly spread this over a couple of 3 days if you wanted to. If you got some that didn't take.
Alexa says, "Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
We are inland, so we don't have running water. I understand now. Thank you." And then Wendy says, "Has to be the right time of year. He. All the waterways are frozen."
Oh yeah. Yes, we haven't got that much in the way of icy stuff at the moment. So if you wanted to do that, yeah, you can certainly. If you wanted to do that doesn't make sense, does it? So if you haven't got,
I don't know.
I don't know.
That game show host talk.
Yeah, probably.
You wanted to do
So
that.
if you, for any reason, you don't have running water, you can, if you want to, flush it down the toilet. I'd say a few words though, otherwise, you know, I don't know.
I wouldn't do it with your poo.
Ian.
Do it separate.
Yeah, do it separate from your business. Oh my god. Oh my god. You could, if you wanted to, excuse me, And here's something. Get a bucket of water, find a drain that's near to you. Yeah. You might need help with this. So get someone to pour the water and put the ashes in so it goes down the drain that way. Or, you know, like I said, you, if you wanted to tap into the energy of Hekate, then that is certainly burying it. Arianrhod is more air, so you could let it go. If it's windy tomorrow, maybe. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be water, but that's why they've said water, because it's, you can do this on a full moon as well. Any more questions, darling? Or has anyone shared anything else? Because I really want to know. Curious minds want to know.
No.
No?
It's all gone silent.
Okay. So.
Interlude.
Order.
Interlude.
Interlude. A moog interlude. Okay, so we've been kind of talking about soul's desires in this video, yeah? So if you are thinking, what the fuck is she talking about? Excuse me. It's very smoky in here. Incense. So if you're wondering what we're talking about with around soul's desires, our advanced witchcraft course, part of it takes you through working out your soul's desire, yeah? And that could be one thing, or it could be different things. And working out how to leverage that for manifesting, yeah? And also, for the first, I think it's the first 10 sign-ups for that particular advanced witchcraft course, the first 10 sign-ups get a free soul realignment reading by me. And that will shine a massive light on how you work best at manifesting, because it's your soul, yeah, that is key in manifesting. Yeah, it's your passion, your desire, which comes from that place. Yeah. And also, as a little bolt on, I'm actually doing 2 extra courses of hers, Andrea Hess. One of them is the Manifesting Blueprint, which I am 3 lessons in at the moment, which gives you your whole blueprint on more detail on how you manifest. So that's going to be a really good bolt on. And the other one is Reading the Future in the Akashic Records. So you can get an idea of whether the stuff you're doing now is actually going to get you what you want. Yeah. But I'm still in the middle of doing that course as well. But as soon as I've done them, then I'll be offering that as well to my existing soul realignment clients, and for any new sign-ups for the advanced witchcraft course. Okay. If you're not interested in soul realignment, but you actually quite like life coaching, then when you sign up for the advanced witchcraft course, you get a 15% discount on Ian's rates for life coaching. Okay. The advanced witchcraft course, and what I'll do is I'll post a link underneath here so you can go and have a look at it. It's
I do waffle on that.
What?
I do waffle on.
Ian does waffle. Although if you're on the clock, darling.
Careful how you say that.
Clock. The advanced witchcraft course. Okay, so it's a 13-week course, so it's basically 13 lessons. There is that extra bonus material, ongoing learning stuff as well, which is available as we release it. It's usually about once a month. There are lots of bonuses involved. And if you can't afford the full price up front, we actually now do a subscription. I think it's £25 for just that course. But if you want to do all of them, if you want to do all of our courses via subscription, it's £35 a month.
Hey up, Angie. Eop Benji.
I'll post the links below. Okay.
Eop Benji.
Eop, lad.
Eop.
What are you doing?
Alexa says, so the soul realignment is separate from the advanced witches course. I got confused.
Okay, so soul realignment, it is a thing I do separate to the advanced witchcraft course, but as part of that course, because it is, for me, I think it's so important to finding the way on your path, yeah, especially if you don't want to live a double life, for example. So you don't want to do the 9 to 5 and then come home and be a witch. Yeah? You actually want to live that witchy lifestyle. What soul realignment does is it shows you how you can actually shape your life to what you really want. Yeah.
I don't think you answered the question.
What was the question?
So the soul realignment is separate from the
Yeah, I did.
advanced witch.
I did say, because it is a separate thing that I do, which normally costs £250 for a reading. But as part of the advanced witchcraft course, I am offering that for the first 10 sign-ups for free. After that, I think you get 15% off, or maybe it's 20%. I can't remember. But all the details will be down there in a link to our website.
So is Alexa within the 10? Would be my question. I'm asking questions for Alexa. I'm like a lawyer.
Alexa, if you sign up, yes, you'll be within the 10.
I'm not your lawyer, Alexa.
So I hope that's kind of cleared that up. Yeah. Any more, darling? Any more?
Alexa says thank you.
No problem.
And Michelle says it is just an amazing process. I just did the soul realignment. Alexa,
very cool, isn't it?
ha ha ha. Moves so quick. Aha, thank you. I'm going today.
Going today?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Who's
I'm
going where today?
Aha, thank you. I'm going today.
Okay.
Could you clarify? For the judge witch. That's your lawyer, Alexa. Clarify.
This is turning into a bit like Basil Brush. It's a bit like that. Remember Basil Brush?
Turning into Salem's Lot.
What?
Turning into Salem's Lot.
I do hope not, because that was a very scary film. I was only young when I watched it. It scared the crap out of me. Especially when that kid comes up to the window. Oh my God, I couldn't sleep.
Very scary piece of history. I'm going to sign up for classes.
Oh, cool. Hey, fantastic.
Hey,
thank you, Alexa.
Like
Whee!
Hey,
That's very
I
cool.
might get my banjo out for that.
Oh, ding, ding, ding. No, that's not a banjo, is it? That's a bass guitar.
No, that's just you wiggling your fingers.
Like a monkey. Ah, dear, it's all got a bit Pete Tong here, isn't it, eh?
It's like you're in a pong thing.
No, that'd be that. Well, things like that, anyway. Dog's gone to sleep. He's completely gone. Anything else? Anything else? Any other business? Because what's the time? I can't see the clock on.
Time is, well, I don't know what it is in other countries, but it's 2016 in the UK.
2016. It's not. It's 2019. Boom, boom. Oh, it's very bad. Right, I'm going to stop with the crap jokes. Even Smurf looked up then. He's like, mummy. Right, I'm going to stop with the crappy jokes now. I'm going to be very serious. So, yes.
What was in the incense?
What? Who said that?
I did.
Oh. What was in the incense? Dark moon incense. I'm going to give you a little sneaky peek here. It was dark moon incense. I'm not going to give you the quantities. I'm just going to tell you what's in it. I don't want to give away all my secrets, do I? So, hang on. Bear with me. La, 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 la. Sing along. Sing along.
Interlude.
Music of interlude. Oh, I got bloody wax all over me, bloody
There is
shadows.
wax
What the
in
fuck?
your
How did that happen? Oh my god.
You have
Write those
been
out.
burning.
Where are we? Dark moon.
Too
Dark
close
moon.
to your
Where are you?
shadows. La, 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 la.
La 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 la.
I can
I
hand
don't know
it.
where it is, you know. That's really good, isn't it?
Can you remember it?
Of course I can't remember it. I've got so many bloody recipes. That's why I write them down. It's not in here. It's basically dark moon
You've
incense.
hidden it, haven't you?
Yeah, I've hidden it, yeah. It was dark moon and a bromelain incense, which is a new one, with a little bit of blood.
The oil was nice as well. What was
The
that?
oil, that was a mix of a bromelain oil, the Arianrhod oil blend, and the Hekate oil blend. Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah. All oil blends and incense blends are on our website, thewitchesbazaar.com. Go to the bazaar with a little drop down, it'll show you where to go.
Always
But
go there when you're feeling a bit bizarre.
Always go there when you're feeling a bit bizarre. Okay. So, once again, witchesbazaar.com. We're also on YouTube. If you type in the Witches Bazaar, it will come up with all bits and pieces on there. We're also on Pinterest under the Path of Witchcraft. Where else are we, darling?
On planet Earth,
We are on planet Earth, or some of us are.
or allegedly. If you call it the Earth. then you
Sometimes
have
I
to
feel
call it
like
the
I'm
planet.
not, but there you go. Any more questions, or shall we get a wish?
No,
wash
just
wash?
Alexa said. Oh no, Michelle said, Alexa, you'll love the course.
Thank you, Michelle. It's always nice when students, when you get that feedback, because that's so important for us. Because
Being cooks. Well, chefs. Just get the feedback for food.
okay, I was talking about courses.
Knowledge is food for the brain.
Different planets. Because reason feedback, because number one, we like to know if this stuff is working for you, because that's the most important thing. If it's not working for you, then it's, we got to change what we're doing. And number two, excuse me, it helps to build trust for other students, because they want to know, what do other people think? So it's important for you to, it's important for us to, encourage you to give feedback.
Wendy had a question. I missed it. Sorry, Wendy.
Okay.
So if we sign up via subscription,
Yeah.
within the first 10,
Yeah.
is the soul realignment still free?
Yeah, if you're in the first 10, I think there's about 5 left to go before the 10 spaces go for a free reading. Yeah, so if you sign up via, it's not just via subscription, so if you wanted to pay the full amount or set up a payment plan, whichever way you do the advanced witchcraft course, if you're in the first 10 to sign up, you get a free soul realignment reading from me.
Michelle says, I made your Arianrhod incense.
It's really good, isn't it?
And Wendy
I love it.
says, okay, thanks.
Top bananas. Okay.
Top oranges.
No, top bananas. Top oranges does not sound the same. Top pineapples doesn't work, Tommy. Bananas, smiley and funny. Oranges are just round. And pineapples, well, we don't know what pineapples are shaped like. They're shaped like that, aren't they? tree. Anyway, we're getting a bit silly now. I think it's the incense. Sent me a bit weird. What? What are you doing?
Alexa says I just signed up for the monthly advance witchcraft course.
Fantastic. Thank you, Alexa.
Drum roll.
Oh, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll.
A birth's come out to say congratulations.
What do you want to say? What you want to say? What you... Don't lick me. What you want to say? 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 Talk to me. Look. It's like the worst though. Oh, Smurf, you are funny. Okay. Is that it for questionnaires now?
That's it.
That's it.
Can't see any more questions.
Thank you, Smurf.
You
Okay.
can always, if you
What?
do have anything, any questions,
Don't want to see the bum. Jamie told ya.
if you do have any questions, then you can Facebook Angie.
Absolutely. So if if you're
Or
going to go
myself.
and do this ritual, later on this evening or tomorrow, and you have any questions, either below in the comments or private message me. Yeah, simples. Okay. So we're going to go and have our dinner, and I'm going to play with this drum a bit more. If you love this drum, oh my God, this is the, and I don't get commission for this, I just love these drums. They're Remo drums, they're vegan, yeah. This is a Comfort Sound buffalo drum. And we've wanted one of these for about 3 years now, and we've only just got one. We're going to get a bigger one as well. We're going to get a 22-inch one as well, which will be about this big. So yeah, you can get them on Amazon. I don't know about eBay. Any good music shop will sell a vegan Remo drum. Okay. All our drums are vegan now, by the way, in case you wonder. And most of them, actually no, all of them are Remo drums because they do vegan drums, which sound really, really good. So yeah, okay, I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. So cool. It's nice to be doing this again. So there will definitely be, now that we're all back on track, we'll be doing more of these. Okay. Let me just grab my diary because there is something coming up. I know there is. Now in February there is a, where is that then? That should be in February. Mirror Magic. Where's my Mirror Magic? Right, I will have to look that one up in my book because I know it's in February.
Wendy says thanks, guys.
Thank you, Wendy. La 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 la. Yeah, I will have to look that one up because I know it's in February. The Mirror Magic. That's the one last year. I don't know if you remember. It was very dark and I had all the mirrors around, and we did some scrying with the mirrors, which was very cool. So we'll definitely be doing that one again. And I'm pretty sure it's this month, but I will look it up, check it out, and let you know. Okay.
Alexa says thank you. Alexa says thank you. I love your rituals, and I have suggested them to some of my sisters. The energy is amazing every single time.
Oh, thank you, Alexa. That's fantastic. We're so glad that you love it. Because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Yeah? If you're doing it and you don't love it, then what's the fucking point? Do it with your heart, is what I say. Okay, so we're going to go. We're going to go and have our dinner and feed the dog. He's just looked at me like, really, mummy? We will see you soon.
Blessings.
Blessings all.